Welcome to the Technology Podcast with Julia G. Today, we are going to be talking about long news stories and how social media and technology are shaping our lives. Not many news stories are going to be relevant in 10 years. Some of these include the death of someone famous or the launch of a new iPhone. But other news stories are more important now and will still be relevant in 10 to 15 years. These are considered long news stories. These stories include discovering water on the moon or the invention of a new rocket, since in some number of years, people might be going to live on a different planet. Finding water on the moon means that someday it might be able to be inhabitable by humans. However, there are news stories that are urgent right now, such as global warming, that need action right now. Even though most people might think that these problems will just be taken care of in the future. Another thing that we need to do now is broaden our news horizons and expand on what is happening in the world, so that our view and image of the world doesn't get distorted. Some questions that we should be asking is, how will social media influence our lives in the future? And what are the consequences of posting things that are untrue? What are the positive effects of social media and technology, along with negative? And how will it shape our future? Kids ages 8 through 12 spend an average of nearly 6 hours per day on their phones, and kids the ages 15 through 18 spend just under 8 hours per day on their phones. A study shows that tweens and teens from lower income families spend more time using social media on average than higher income teens. The study says that it's not necessarily that lower income kids are more likely to use social media, rather that those who do are heavier media users. So, how is this positively affecting their lives? How is it negatively affecting their lives? One benefit of technology is that it makes it easier for parents and their kids to communicate with each other, along with making it easier for them to get in contact. And it also makes it easier for kids to make plans with their friends. Another benefit of technology is that it allows kids to spread their ideas, thoughts, or projects to a place where anyone in the world can view them. However, there are many negative effects to spending all of this time on their phones, including the fact that many kids now can't even spend time with their friends without checking their phones. A group of kids can all be in the same room, but although they are together, they're not really together if they're all sitting on their phones. One very negative effect of social media is cyberbullying. You may not know it, but it's more common than you think. It's so common that over half of adolescents have been cyberbullied, and about 1 in 3 young people have experienced cyberbully threats online. Screen time in the form of phones or television appears to impair brain structure and function, mainly in the frontal lobe. This part of the brain undergoes massive changes from puberty until the mid-20s, and if this part of the brain is being impaired, then it might affect their lives in the future. In conclusion, there are many positive effects to social media. However, there are also many negative effects. Many would argue that there should be more restrictions put on the use of technology, and I would agree. Thanks for listening.